street dawah. Many people around the world, you see them online from different countries, from Bahrain to Canada to England to Sweden. All over the world, you find people involved in street dawah. Now, many people might be wondering, what is it? How do I get involved? So this short video, we're going to be explaining what is street dawah, how to do street dawah, and just some small tips. So, what is street dawah? Street dawah is very simple. You get out there on the street with some flyers and you try and engage and speak to people about Islam. It's really quite simple. It doesn't necessarily need to be on a street. It can be in a market, it can be in a park, it can be on a busy apartment roof, it can be anywhere. It's just called street dawah because it's a bit raggo. It's just, you know, you just do it anywhere. You don't need the dawah table, you don't need anything like that. In the Quran, there's a mention of the prophets that when they were sent, they would go to the marketplaces. And there's many narrations that we have about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, engaging people at festivals and other places where he used to go out there and try and engage with people at the Kaaba and other locations and to try and call them to Islam. And so did the Sahaba when they also went to different locations. So that is what street dawah is. This is how you do street dawah. Take some flyers. There's many different flyers you can get all around the world. You don't need to use what's your goal or is life just a game. Make up your own flyer if you aren't comfortable with these. All you simply do is when you go to a location, you're there, you can see people walking all around you. Just hand out a flyer and say, what's your goal? Or is life just a game? Don't be fooled by life. What am I doing here? Any of these different sort of questions. Just hand these out if you're new. If you're the first time you're giving dawah, street dawah, and you're not comfortable speaking to people, just flyer. Because keep one thing in mind, every single flyer that you hand out, it could be somebody goes on the back, finds out about Islam, they become Muslim, you don't know. So the minimum thing when you're new is just to start flyering, and over time when you get confidence, walk along with the person as you're walking with them, or just hand it out and ask them a question, engage. And once you've initiated the conversation by asking these sort of questions, then obviously, as you learn from the many different dawah training courses, take the conversation to God's existence, the fact that God is one and unique and different to his creation, the fact that he sent down revelation and prophets, and that the Quran is the word of Allah and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his messenger. This is the structure. Here are some quick tips when you're out there giving street dawah. The very first thing is your mindset. What kind of mindset you have when going out there. Firstly, you should be doing anything that you do in life should be for the sake of Allah alone. Now, another thing to keep in mind is just because you've seen pictures from Bahrain and India and Hong Kong and wherever, all over the world, the 6 continents, where all these dawah teams are giving dawah, and you see all these people in conversations, please keep in mind that it's not as easy as it looks. It can be difficult, but the mindset that you should have is, even though this is difficult, I'm going to learn how to do this and I'm going to master this. Many of the people that I know, as soon as they hit the street, they can get into conversation after conversation after conversation after conversation all day long. Probably maybe 7, 8, 10 conversations in an hour even. But the majority of people, when they first start to give street dawah, they find it very difficult. They might not even get into a conversation the whole day. So the mindset that anybody needs to have when they're new to street dawah is, I'm going to be patient, I'm going to learn how to do this, and even if it takes me all day and I don't talk to anyone, if I am sincere for the sake of Allah, every single step that I take, I will be rewarded for. The second thing is body language. One of the simplest things you can do, which is also sunnah, is to smile. And when you smile, other people start smiling. I'm sure you're watching this and watching me smiling, and you're probably going to start smiling. So it's just the simple human thing to do. The other thing is you want to have a bit of energy. You want to have, people can see that, you know, you have energy, you're walking around, what you're doing is important to you, and you're consistently going out there trying to stop people. This is what's going to make it much more likely that people are going to stop. The third thing is the psychology that you should have that comes along with street dawah. Look, it's like going to the gym. When you first go to the gym, I'm sure you're not confident. I'm sure you're, it's very hard to lift up this weight. Can I do this? Can I do running? Can I do this? Over time, you gain more confidence, more confidence, more confidence, and then it just becomes like something easy. When I was first giving street dawah, quite some time ago. It's so difficult. I used to be like, you know, a bit worried when handing out flyers, and you know, I was just not sure with the way people are going to react. Now it's so much easier. Just walk out there, engage, you have confidence. So all of these things come through experience, they come through time, they don't happen overnight. For any more information regarding how to do street dawah or dawah in general, go to missiondawah.com.